strength or reduction in body fat, but they're going to be interested in power in their lower body. You know, because when we talk about power, we're talking about force times speed. So it's not just, you know, lifting the weight. It's about putting power into that move. And there's some machines out there, like a Cybex machine, that you can control the speed. A Kaiser machine also, you can control the speed at the end ranges of motion so that you can slow it down at the end, so you can move fast through part of it and slow it down at the end. And then there's people that don't have access to machines who can do a program called Plyometrics. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. Because Plyometrics develop your fast twitch muscle fibers and will develop power. Now let me ask the question, tough question, Katie. Fast twitch fibers, are they the ones that grow bigger, or are the slow twitch muscles the ones that grow bigger?
Slow twitch are bigger.
No, this is the one time Katie has answered incorrectly, but she did it on purpose because this will help you remember. The fast twitch fibers these are the fibers that are the power ones. The fast twitch fibers are the ones like exploding power, or shoom. These are the ones like a sprinter has fast twitch fibers. Think of a sprinter. What do his legs look like? Yeah. Think of a marathon runner who's running long distances slow. What are his legs like? They're not really big. They're very defined, but there's not a whole lot of size there. So think of that, and that's a good thing to remember. Power comes from speed times force. So you need size. You need that explosiveness. And we can develop in our client's training is plyometrics. Plyometrics, what they do, here's plyometrics. Katie, what I'd like you to do is just bend your knees and move into this position like you were going to jump, and you're going to like feel a stretch on your hamstrings and glutes. Right about there. That's an elastic contraction. That's a stretch. It causes a stretch reflex. It's a myotatic response. So that just before she jumps, she's stretching, and yet it's an eccentric contraction, an eccentric lengthening of those muscles, which will develop power. And the good news for your clients who want to develop size and strength in their legs, this is a great way to train your clients on off days. Like let's say you've been doing leg training twice a week for years and years. Say, I want to introduce something different. Try plyometrics. We're going to try some today. Plyometrics, you start slowly, progress gradually. You've heard me say that before. First, you make sure she has great shoes, and she does. She has, you know, shoes that are very well supported. Second, she can have no orthopedic injuries. Knees, ankles, shins, hips, back have to be in perfect condition, or no plyometrics. Third, when I said start slowly, here's what I mean. You literally will not come off the floor the first time you do it, maybe the first week. All you're going to do is go like this the first week, just to get a feel. Right, good. So there's no impact. So yeah, you could have your older adult clients doing that. We're training those fast twitch fibers by exploding each time they come up. Good. So that's week one. Week two, we allow that stretch recoil to let their feet come just slightly off the floor. Good. And then when they come down, then they come right back into that stretch and go up, right back into that stretch, right. Boom. Now, if Katie continued doing this, she'd be breathing hard in a few minutes. This is not only cardiovascular training, it's power training. So it's both together. So that's the simplest plyometric type of activity. And what exercise did that particular movement imitate that we've already just done a few minutes ago? Squat. So that was just like doing a squat. So instead of doing squats one day, try plyometric squats. Now, assume that lunge position, Katie, please. Good. Now, and bring your back foot up a little. This is going to be, instead of doing lunges, plyometric lunges. We come up and switch feet and get that stretch right. Feel it? Do you feel that stretch and the power in the move? Yeah. So instead of doing lunges, power plyometrics. These are lunge jumps. All right, so this would be a good way to intersperse this into your client's program. All right. There's more advanced plyometrics, and I certainly encourage you all to read up on it. The book Essentials of Strength Training is a great book that has tons of plyometric exercise in it, but those are a good start. And again, if you do this type of training, just do it once or twice a week, because you're working those fast twitch fibers, and you could cause those micro tears in the muscle, and you need a certain number of recovery days. Usually once a week is about all you're going to be doing with plyometrics, all right? So power from the feet, building your base, building that base of support. That's what's important. When we go out into the weight room later, we're going to show how to do these exercises, the squats, lunges, deadlifts using a bar, and that will give you a little bit more insight into your training. Okay, now we're going to go out in the